hardest pills to swallow when you work for yourself is rejection. And if you're a person who can't handle rejection, then working online is going to be tough. I don't like rejection, and I especially don't like when people insult me. That's one of my Achilles heels. I don't react well to it. And I've learned that everything that I do involves a lot of rejection. For example, I published a couple of books, or tried to publish a book last fall, and I put my passion in this book. It was my first novel. I was really excited about it. I thought it was great. I really believed in it. I thought this is something people are gonna love. It had a great uplifting story, a story of hope, a story of believing in something bigger than yourself. And 13 publishers denied it. They all rejected it. Not only that, but a bunch of them did it at the worst possible times. One of them, or two different companies, rejected it the day before Thanksgiving, before a holiday. And of course, I didn't take the rejection well, and especially doing it before a holiday. And I wrote them back and I said, you know what? You must be an idiot if you don't have any kind of common sense to think that maybe I shouldn't reject someone's book right before a major holiday. So I just want to thank you for ruining my holiday. That's just great. Then the next group of rejections came on Christmas Eve. On Christmas Eve. So again, I wrote again and said, boy, all you publishers must be alike. You all must be a bunch of heartless idiots who thinks it's okay to reject people's books the day before a holiday. Do you not think you're not going to ruin someone's holiday by taking away their dream? What are you, a moron? And then finally the last group came on, yes, you guessed it, New Year's Eve. So these idiots are in a rush. You know, they want to get out to go enjoy their holiday. So they quickly go through the book and then they're like, yeah, we don't want it. And then that's when they'll go issue their rejections. You know, they don't wait till after the holiday or do it, a week before. No, they got to ruin your holiday. And obviously I don't handle that well. The next thing that is tough is I put myself there, but I'm trying to earn income online. One of the things that I've gotten involved in is stock photography. I've been a photographer for a long time, and I had all these photos sitting around, whether it be on hard drives or in photo albums, and it just seemed like a waste. So I decided to get involved in stock photography, and the first thing I did when I knew I was in trouble with my warehouse job, before I started my Etsy shop, before I started Fiverr, before I got involved in any kind of marketing, I went to stock photo sites and started submitting. And one particular site had a stupid rule that if they don't accept 7 photos, you have to wait another month before you could submit again. And so you would submit 10, they reject a certain amount, and it got ridiculous because they kept rejecting a bunch and only approve a couple, and then I'd have to wait a month, and it's like, you know what? I don't have time for this. I need to start making money now. Not tomorrow, not next year, not 4 years from now. So it turned me off. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take the rejection. I couldn't take the insults on my photos, and I stopped. Well, now I've returned to it because stock photography, if you're good at it, and you got to be good at it, is incredible residual income. I mean, you could have just one photo that people love so much, it could make you thousands of dollars a week. It's really a game of chance. And the more photos you have, the better chance you have. So I've been doing that a lot in the past couple of weeks. And I started with 2 sites. One site I did get a warning from other professional photographers from, saying that these people are rejection happy. A lot of times they look like they're just blind because they will reject things for stupid reasons or whatever. And then they said that they even put them through a test by submitting the same photo twice. And the first time it got rejected, and the second time it went through. So these people here rely heavily on their opinions, where other sites may go by, okay, what do we have here? What kind of stuff do we have? And they're a little more, So anyways, I decided to try them first anyways. I thought, well, let me just take a chance. Let me go to the worst site possible first. Well, what do you know? Out of 50 pictures, they only accepted 4. And I lost my temper. And I wrote to them and I said, yes, I have a suggestion for your website. Why don't you just shove your heads up your ass? Obviously, you're rejection happy, and you're a bunch of idiots who don't know good photos when you see it, and I just had enough. And afterwards, although I didn't regret it because, I wasn't going to go to that site ever again, and the fact that they are doing this to professional photographers. I'm talking about professional photographers who are selling thousands of photos a week online. These are people who know way more about what they're doing than I do. And they were getting a lot of their photos rejected by this site for stupid reasons. So in any case, but I did think afterwards, you know what? I can't react this way. I just can't. I just got to keep trucking along here. So I went to another site and I started submitting photos, and I told myself, no matter how many times they reject me, I got to keep my cool. Well, as it turned out, they accepted a lot of the photos the other site denied, and they did reject some. But, I kind of saw a pattern of why certain things were rejected. And a lot of times it's just that they have photos that look like that already or are similar, or too many people submitted photos that are similar. And so what's the point of adding that to it? But there were other photos that they added, which I'm excited about because I think they're fantastic photos, and I'm glad that they're out there now. Anyways, you're going to be dealing with this a lot, and I know that I'm the weirdest person to be giving advice about this because of the way I react, but that's why I'm giving advice. Don't react the way I do. But don't go to a website and tell them to shove their heads up their ass because they're blind, or get angry or any of that stuff. Just keep your cool. Just keep moving along. Think of it this way, it's nothing personal. They're not judging you personally. There are people who are going to like what you do. There are going to be people who do connect. Out of all those book rejections, I had one who did say, we love your book, we love the story, but we don't have editors, and your book does need an editor, and it would need too much work, and we can't afford that. And so that's why we're rejecting it. So at least in their case, that if I was able to get an editor and hire someone to do that, I probably would have gotten that book through and it would have gotten published. But at the time, I did not have the money to go hire someone to do that. And I have an aunt who used to be a book editor, but, well, she no longer speaks to me. That's another story, so I can't go to her anymore. In any case, try to be calm. Try to not let rejection bring you down, no matter what. I know it's going to be tough, but just keep trucking along because you are going to get stuff that does connect. And always learn. Don't get a giant ego and think that, like for example, I've been doing photography since I was a little kid. So it's been 30 years of doing photography, and I'm still studying it. I don't have this big ego like, oh, I'm a fantastic photographer who knows everything. I'm still learning. I'm still learning tricks and tips, and then I take my camera and I go put those to use, and I get better at it, and I'm always learning, and that's how you do it. So that's my advice for anything that you do about rejection. If you are looking for ways to earn an income or get help in your business, I invite you to come to my website. I have a lot of content there. I would love for you to join my newsletter. I offer a lot more stuff in my newsletter than what I offer on YouTube, and I really want to help you. So go and take a look at that. Have a great day. Thank you for watching the video. To become a subscriber of my channel, click on the big red button. And hey, while you're at it, please visit my website at jrwork.biz. There's a lot of cool stuff there, money-making opportunities, and you might find some surprises as well.
Excuse me?
But it's a secret. You have to go there to find out.
I gotta take a poo. Hello? Can I go now? I gotta take a poo.